So let's start to bring some movement into the body now. And wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Circle your ankles. Circle your wrists. Stretch your fingers out wide and point your toes. And then clench your hands into a fist. And pull your toes back up towards your shins. And then relax your hands. And relax your feet. Slowly turn your head from side to side. And then relax your neck. And allow your head to rest on the mat. And bring your feet up off the ground, bend your knees. Take hold of your knees and hug them up towards your chest. And then take your left hand onto your left knee, right hand onto your right knee. And pull the knees out to the sides. And lower them down towards your hips. And bring your knees back in together. Pull them back up towards your chest. Keep your knees together, lower them down towards your hips. And pull out to the side. Pull up towards your shoulders. And then back into the centre again. Take hold of both knees and gently rock from side to side on the bottom of your back. And relax back to the centre. Start to straighten your legs, pointing your toes up. Hold of your legs behind the back of the knees. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Gently pull back on both legs. Ease the tension off. Take both hands onto your left leg. Slowly lower the right down towards the ground. Let your heel touch the ground. Then bring it back up. Both hands over onto the right. Lower your left leg down. Heel touch again. Raise back up. Your hands back. Left hand to the left leg, right to the right. And pull back on both legs again. Ease the tension off. Relax your ankles. Allow your knees to bend, but keep the feet up off the ground. Take your hands down your shins towards your ankles or the outside edges of your feet. The soles of your feet together. Hug them in towards your hips. And then pull your feet out to the side, keeping the knees bent. Soles of the feet pointing up towards the ceiling. Gently pull down on your feet, so you're pulling the bottom of your back down towards the ground. Bring your feet back in together. Take your hands back up your shins, onto your knees, and allow the soles of your feet to come down to the ground. Knees and ankles together. Extend your arms out to the sides. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees over towards the left side. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale over to the right side. Inhale back to the centre again. Both feet up off the ground. Take your knees, hug them up towards your chest once more. And then let go of your knees, let the feet come down to the ground. Turn on to your side. And push yourself up to seated. And towards the back of your mat. Bring both feet together. Bring the soles of the feet and hug your feet in. Taking hold of the toes if you can, the ankles if you can't reach your toes. And lift your chest up. Come up onto the sit bones. In your chest high and your chin raised slightly, and then push the knees down towards the ground. Relax your shoulders forward. Keep the left foot where it is. Take the right foot out in front. And bring your hands to the sides of your hips. We'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lower down to the sides. Your your left knee, bring it up and take your left ankle over the top of your thigh. Hug the knee up towards your chest and slightly over towards the right side. Lift your foot back up. Extend the left leg out to the side. Bring the right foot into the side of the thigh. Come back up onto the sit bones. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lower down to the sides. Raise your right knee up and cross the foot over the top of the thigh. And hug your knee up towards your chest, slightly out towards the left. Ease the tension off. Your right foot, so it's alongside your left, feet together with your toes pointing up, and bring your hands alongside your hips, fingers pointing forward. We'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lower down to the sides. Bring your feet in. Take your hands forward and forward onto your hands and knees. Bring your toes together. Take your knees out towards the edges of the mat. Sit back onto your heels and let your chest and your shoulders sink down. Bring your chest forward. Bring your knees out wide if you can. Gently let your hips sink down. Your chin and your chest if you can. Sit back onto your heels again. Keeping your right hand reaching out to the ground above your head. Bring your left hand into your chest. And then thread through underneath your armpit, bringing your left shoulder down towards the ground, stretching up with your right hand. And bring your left hand in. Stretch out to the ground above your head. Bring your right hand into your chest and thread through. And come back into the centre. Take both hands out in front. Bring your hands to shoulder width apart. And bring your chest forward. Bring your knees and your ankles to hip width. And sink your hips down. Cobra. Sit back onto your heels again. Bring your chest forward, draw your hands in so they're underneath your shoulders. Let your belly sink down, lift your chin up into cow. And arch your back and bring your chin in. Squeeze your hips forward, curl your tailbone under. And let your belly sink down, lift your chin up. And arch your back and bring your chin in. And sit back onto your heels again. Reach out in front. Bring your chest forward. Draw your hands in so they're underneath your shoulders again. Knees underneath your hips. Raise your left leg out behind. Point your toes out. Reach out in front with your right hand. And start to bend your left knee. Bring it in, and as you do, bring your right elbow towards the knee. And then stretch out again. Lower your hand and your knee. Raise the right leg out behind, point your toes. Raise your left hand out in front. And bring the knee and the elbow in towards each other. And stretch out again. Lower the left hand, lower the right knee. Bring your knees and your ankles together. Lean your hips over towards the left side. And back to the centre. over towards the right side. And back to the centre again. Put your knees and your ankles back to hip width. Curl your toes under. Start to straighten your legs, push your hips up. So you come into downward facing dog. Bring your chest forward to plank, staying on the balls of your feet. Let your hips sink down, lift your chin and your chest. Push your hips back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to the front of the mat. Come into forward fold. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Take a side bend over to the left. Back to the centre. And over to the right. Back to the centre again. Release the grip on your fingers. And inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Allow your right knee to bend. And take the left hand out to the side. If you can, raise it up towards the ceiling. Lower the left down. Straighten your right leg, bend the left. Right hand out to the side. And raise it up. And lower back down. Straighten both legs. Relax your neck and shoulders. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Bring the palms together. Gently stretch back. Then reach up to the ceiling. As you do, bring your feet together. Lower your hands down to the heart. Allow your knees to bend. The chair. Raise your body up, straightening your legs. Take the weight over onto your right. Take your feet back, hip width apart. And inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Take a step back on your left foot, onto the ball of the foot. Push down with your right foot to bring your body up. Raise your hands up. Or come into high lunge. Lower your hands forward. Bring both hands down to the ground. And keeping your left hand down, raise your right hand up. Lower your right hand down. Raise your left up. And lower your left hand down. Step back with your right foot. So in downward facing dog. And bring your chest forward to plank. Lower down to the ground. Feet onto the insteps. Push up to cobra. And curl your toes under. Lift your hips. And walk your feet back to the front of the mat. Take a step back on your right foot. Onto the ball of the foot. Push down with your left. Bring your body up. Raise your hands up to high lunge. Lower your arms forward. Bring your hands down to the ground. Keep the right foot, the right hand down. Take your left hand out to the side. And reach up. And lower the left hand down. Right hand out to the side. And reach up. And lower your right hand down. Step back with your left foot. Going downward facing dog. And bring your chest forward to plank. And lower down to the ground. Feet onto the insteps. And push to cobra. Back to the balls of the feet. Lift your hips up. Walk your feet back to the front of the mat. Take your hands to your elbows. And let your upper body hang loose. And then let your hands come back down towards the ground. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lower down to the sides. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Step back across your mat. Now, to a nice wide stance with both toes pointing forward. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands round to the left side, and as you do, turn your left foot out and then onto the ball of the right foot in runner's lunge. Let the right knee come down onto the instep. Push down with your left foot, bring your body up. Raise your arms up and stretch back if you can. Lower your arms forward. Onto the ball of the right foot again. Lift your knee. Walk your hands back to the centre, turning both feet to face forward. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward again. Walk your hands round to the right side, turning your right foot out onto the ball of the left foot. Gaze looking forward, runner's lunge. And let your knee come down. Foot onto the instep, push down with your right foot to bring your body up. Raise your arms up and stretch back if you can. Lower your arms forward. Your hands down to the ground, left foot onto the ball of the foot and lift your knee. And walk your hands back to the centre. Both toes pointing forward. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Keep your right hand pointed up. Bring your left hand down to the side. Stretch over with your right hand. And reach up with your right, bring your left up to join it. Lower your right hand down onto your thigh. And stretch over with your left. And reach up with your left, bring your right up to join it. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, lower your hands down, your arms down to shoulder height, turning your palms to face down. Turn your left foot out, bend your knee. And your hips down. Look out over your left hand. Warrior two. Your right hand come down onto your thigh. Turn your left hand palm up. Reach up. Back to reverse warrior. Lower your left arm forward. Bend at the elbow. down onto your thigh. Turn your right shoulder up towards the ceiling. And then bring your right arm up. And if you can, stretch over the side angle. Bring your right hand back down onto your thigh. Straighten your left leg and turn your toes to point forward. You can inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lower down to shoulder height. Arms facing down. Turn your right foot out, bend your right knee. Sink your hips down. Look out over your right hand. Warrior two. Your left hand drop down to your thigh, right hand palm up. Reach up and stretch back. Reverse warrior. Lower your arm forward. Bend at the elbow, bring it down onto your thigh. Bring your left shoulder up. And bring your left hand up. And reach over. Side angle. Your left hand back down onto your thigh. Push down with your right foot. Bring both toes to point forward, heels in line. You can inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. And walk your hands round to the right side. Turn your foot face forward. Left foot onto the ball of the foot. And then step back with your right foot. We're back in downward facing dog. And take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees down. Sit back onto your heels. And stretch out in front. Bring your chest forward. Draw your hands back towards your knees. And come to seated in the centre of your mat. And take your hands to the sides of your hips. Up onto your sit bones. Lift your chest. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. Bring your palms together. And as you exhale, lower them down to chest height. Push your fingers away from you, rounding your shoulders, bring your chin in. And raise your arms up. And inhale. As you exhale, lower your arms down to the side, bringing them down behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And push your hands away from the bottom of your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Lift your chest up, raise your chin slightly. Hands come down to the bottom of your back. Go over your fingers, take an inhale. Raise your arms up. Exhale, lower down to the sides. Your left hand over onto your right knee. Right hand to the ground behind your back. Twist to look back over your right shoulder. Relax, come forward. Your right hand onto your left knee. Left hand to the ground behind your back. Twist to look back over your left shoulder. Relax, come forward. Take your right hand to the ground at the side of your hip, left hand palm up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, stretch over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Left hand down to the ground, right hand palm up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down. Take your feet out in front. And bring your backs down onto the mat. Arms alongside your body, palms facing down. Draw your heels up towards your buttocks. And your ankles about hip width apart. Push down into the ground with the soles of your feet to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. To bridge. And lower your hips back down. Bring the feet up off the ground, bend your knees. And hug your knees up towards your chest. And then extend both feet up towards the ceiling. Point your toes, straighten your legs. Pull back on both legs. Ease the tension off, relax your ankles. Allow the knees to bend. Bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Extend your arms out to the sides. Cross the right leg over the top of the left. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees over towards the right side. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale over to the left side. Inhale back to the centre. Put the right foot down to the ground. Put the left leg over the top of the right. And take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees over towards the left. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the centre. The left foot, place it at the side of the right. Relax your knees out to the sides. Moving the soles of the feet together. And then extend your feet down towards the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart. Relax the toes out to the sides. Bring your arms to a position that's comfortable for you. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. Scan down through your head and face. Relaxing the muscles in the face and the jaw. Your awareness of the muscles in the neck. Easiest muscles in the shoulders. Your neck and your shoulders. The muscles in the upper arms. Relax the elbows. The muscles all around the forearms. Relax the wrists and hands. Relax the thumbs, each one of the fingers. Bring your awareness back up your arms. Take your awareness into your upper body. The chest and the rib cage. Relax the muscles across the top of the back. Shoulder blades spreading out beneath the armpits. Muscles running down the sides of the spine. Following those muscles all the way down to the bottom of the back. The muscles in the bottom of the back. The muscles around the sides of the body. Relax the stomach muscles. Relax the hips and pelvis. Relax the muscles in the buttocks. Relax the hamstrings, down the back of the legs. And relax the muscles all around the thighs. Relax the knee joints, calf muscles, shins. the ankles and the feet, toes. Bring your awareness now to your breathing. Start to follow the breath. Notice the inhale, the exhale. Start to count those breaths as they come in and out. Breathe in, count 1. Breathe out, count 2. 3. Breathe out, count 4. 5. Out, count 6. Carry that count on yourself. Get to 10. Back to 1 and start again on an inhale. Release the focus from your breathing. Become aware of the physical sensations in your body. Feelings in the muscles and joints. Noticing where you can feel contact with the ground. Gently start to bring some movement back into the body. Move your hands and feet. Move your knees and hips. Move your chest and back. Move your arms and shoulders. Move your head and neck. And when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side, and taking as much time as you need, in your own time, bring yourself back up to seated. a moment, let your body get used to being upright again. A moment to enjoy the relaxation in your body. Stay just for a little bit more with the stillness in your mind. Deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste.